We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Warning. The following program contains explicit language and mature content. It is not meant for the easily offended. So if you are an emotional pussy, please refrain from listening. Thank you and enjoy.
Back at it.
Yeah.
The Words on Fire. Your boy Cujo. My man Jules to my right if you've seen us on the YouTube. Welcome back on the YouTube. Don't forget, subscribe, like, hit the bell notification, all that shit. That way you can see every time we have somebody or something new. It's somewhere down there on the bottom somewhere. I don't know where the fuck I'm pointing.
Crotch area.
This is going to be a special pre-Easter, pre-Easter
Good
special.
Friday, right?
Yeah, it's a good. So allegedly Good Friday. Every Friday's good.
Yeah.
Every Friday you get paid is a Good Friday.
Yeah. So every other Friday.
Every other Friday is good. It's like a welfare check.
Yeah.
This week we got the boy Seshspawn. Seshspawn is a what? So if somebody were to categorize you as a type of artist, what type of artist are you categorized as?
Usually like trap metal rap, new metal, just like I don't even know to be. I don't even know what to call myself.
How can you not know? How can you know what to call yourself? Then over here on the side, I think you could probably just barely see his elbow. His manager there, Mr. Money Aaron, he'll be jumping in and out right now. That's why we're focusing more on the star that's here right now. Sesh, how long have you been doing this shit for, man?
About 2.5 years.
About 2.5 years.
Yeah, I started like mid 2019. Kind of didn't take it serious, and then in 2020, I seen this shit like kind of start moving, and then just last year. Shit like really started moving. I was like, but let's take it serious. So around end of 2020, like November 2021, I was like, we need to start going hard. And ever since then, like,
you've been on it.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
You're getting good reception on it.
A lot better.
Yeah.
So how many joints do you have put out right now on Spotify?
Spotify's about
saw like
14, I think.
Got about 14
really?
Yeah, 14.
I just saw a fraction of them.
Yeah, like I prioritize my SoundCloud a little bit more right now. Because like the label or the distribution label that I'm under, which was DistroKid, I'm kind of just like skeptical with it. But Money Man got me a new one, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna hold off on it. So everything that like I release on SoundCloud is more on SoundCloud than Spotify.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have more on SoundCloud.
So that's a new way a lot of these youngster or these new up and coming musicians are doing it, right? SoundCloud's the way to go.
It's because like
no more mixtapes.
SoundCloud is like SoundCloud. I feel like it's easier to get discovered because like that's how I found like a lot of my favorite artists was through SoundCloud. Because like the shuffle stations, they kind of just like put your music in with like even bigger artists. So like I could be on the same playlist as like Drake or some shit. So it's like fuck it. Yeah, and SoundCloud's free, so I'm just like that's why I started there.
Free's good.
Yeah,
Free's good. Free's always good.
Can't go wrong with. So who are some of your influences in? That got you when you started getting into this and started getting the writing down and all that?
When I grew up with like a lot of Ludacris and Busta Rhymes. One of my biggest influences for sure is Waka Flocka.
Okay.
I love Waka Flocka. And then I started like discovering music on my own, so I went to like I used to watch a lot of videos, and then Papa Roach came in the picture, Linkin Park, Drowning Pool, Green Day, and just a lot of those
And that's
bands.
where the metal came in.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the metal came in. I was like, I remember just like I had this babysitter, and she put like the headphones in so I could shut up. And I was like, I was listening to this song, and it was some metal song. I was like, dude, this shit's fucking dope. Yeah. And I was like, I want to be someone that could do that one day, like dude, be the star of the show. And then since a kid, I was just like, fuck it, I want to do this. And then from that stemmed into me wanting to like be a DJ, quote unquote. But I didn't know what a producer was called back then, so I want to be a DJ. Yeah. So I want to start making beats. So I started making beats off my dad's laptop. But it were just some bullshit beats that I would just make off like free generators and shit. Yep. And then around 2016, X came up. I don't know if you ever heard of him. His name's like XXXTentacion. Yeah. He came up, and I was just like, dude, this dude's dope as fuck. He's just like me, an angry dude making music.
He's the one that got murdered, right?
Rip X. Rip X. Like, he's the one who like introduced me to that. Like, oh, so you can be angry on a song and make it sound good. So I was like, fuck it, I want to do that. And then one of my closer friends, his name was Sonny. His name was Slutty Sonny or something on SoundCloud. And he was like, dude, like, fucking go for it. And I was like, dude, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. And then he started blowing up. He had, like, in a year he got like 46,000 on Instagram, and he was like, bro, just do it. And he pushed me to do it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And then he died, and I was like, fuck. Yeah, all my friends are dying and shit. So
Oh shit.
yeah. So now like the reason why I do it now is just for like them, and I just like want to inspire people. I'm just like, you can be angry and make dope.
And when
shit.
did that happen? When did he pass?
He died 2020. It was a weird death too. He got hit by a bunch of cars.
What?
And like, yeah, like they're trying to open a case on it, and like no one's even paying attention to it.
They don't even sound like an accident.
Exactly.
No.
I think there's like foul play involved with it. I'm just like, ever since then I've been like pissed as fuck about it, but not much I can do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, wow.
So now you said that you have a lot of anger issues, right? Where do you think all that? Where's all that shit stem from, bro? What makes you so mad? Do you need a hug, motherfucker? Like,
You said your dad was around. You were using his computer. What
the fuck is going on, dog?
He hasn't came back from getting milk.
I used to get bullied a lot for my looks, and I was like, I guess we didn't have a lot of money growing up, so people make fun of like because like back in like 2008, skinny jeans were like the trend, and I was.
They've never been the trend, bro. Never been the trend.
Yeah.
Never.
And like the fuckers would like bully me because my jean cuffs were too wide, and like I didn't fit in, and I had these really small glasses, and I had a buzz cut, and like everybody would make fun of me and just call me names and shit.
Yeah.
And then eventually I started lashing out, and I would fight kids in school and shit, and just I would have outbursts, and like, dude, I would throw my fucking laptop at my teacher and shit, like age like 6. I was just an angry
Damn, that sounds like some trench coat mafia type shit.
yeah, no, I think that's
going
where
on
it stems from. I was just always like rebellious as shit. Like I didn't let nobody tell me to like do this. I would do the opposite on purpose just to piss the fuck out of people.
Yeah.
And then eventually I got sent to a private school, and they tried to straighten me out, and I was good for a couple of weeks when I came back. But I came back to school, and like everybody looked at me like, oh shit, he's back.
Hey, you know what works though, man? A girlfriend.
No, yeah, I have a girlfriend.
Take the frustration out on that shit, man.
Get it some pussy on the reg.
Yeah, it never fails.
That's why you have those hate fucks.
Oh,
that's
my
how
God,
you get through it.
Yeah. Dude, you get angry, bro? Yeah.
No, yeah. It's got to the point where my girlfriend's like, who pissed you off? I'm just like,
enjoy.
Hey, yeah,
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I had a bad day today. Get ready. You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. A lot of the anger stems from that, and I don't know. I guess my family has like a history of just short temper and shit.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, yeah, and that too. I was like, I would scream a lot, and I'm just like, dude. I screamed one time, and I was like, this shit sounds dope. Imagine if I did it on a track. And then one day I was just like, I'm gonna fucking do it. And then people were just like, bro, you remind me of X. Yeah, I'm just like, fuck. And I saw it coming because I was like, whatever. But they're like, you remind me of blah, 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 blah. And then those came in and just like started coming up. And people just like, even in high school, like the way I dressed and shit, like people like judge me and like make fun of me. But I was like, fuck it. And I look at them. They're like, yo, where'd you get that? Where'd you get this?
Yeah.
Like, bitch, I was wearing it in fucking...
Yeah, and like now everybody's...
Freshman year, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Same pants.
Yeah.
And so like...
It's the same pants.
Yeah. The high waters now.
And
Tyler, the Creator, made that shit cool.
Oh yeah, Tyler the Creator is one of my biggest influences. Actually, now that you bring him up, he's my for like the creative side and just like being on your own rebellious shit. Like I remember my friend had introduced me, like 4th grade.
Okay.
And I see this motherfucker eat a cockroach. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? This guy's dope as shit. And he's just out in public like telling people like, fuck you.
Dude,
like,
that's usually a turnoff. Yeah, cockroach. Like that, I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, that's funny. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Hey, dude.
Cockroach.
They work for Ozzy Osbourne. He ate a fucking bat's head and shit.
Yeah, that shit. But that shit appeals to me. Like I like not intentionally like, yo, I'm different, but like doing shit because you want to fucking do it. I'm just like, that's my goal. Like I just want to.
I like Tyler, but his that Odd Future one was pretty good. Like when he was doing the early stuff.
Oh, Odd Future,
yeah,
exactly.
That
and that's what I
dope.
love. I love the Odd Future face. I love him now, but like Odd Future when he was just like taking off his shirt, telling people "fuck you," and just like I love that.
Yeah,
shit.
he'd wear like black contact lenses. And shit.
No, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that music was dope.
Yeah, but
I like it too.
you see, but everybody always grows out of it. So when you know, like you said, going up from where you started with all the anger issues, well, basically that's what school is just to pick on whoever you can fucking pick on because people are fucking retarded.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? They're lashing out for shit that they feel insecure about themselves. So it's easier to pick on people, but good things and bad things happen with that, right?
Yeah.
The good thing is now you got that creative side that fuels you and you have something to say. Bad thing is you go to, like you said earlier, the trench coat mafia shit.
Yeah,
That's
that
some
shit
shit you don't
can
wanna
boil
fucking-
over, dude.
Yeah.
Just not today though.
There's a
Don't
thin
do
line.
it, dude.
No,
today.
no.
And I think that's why I'm just really quiet and soft spoken around. Like if I know you, like I'm gonna be cool, but like just
Yeah.
people, I'm just like don't. Like I
Are
don't
you like antisocial or what? Yeah.
very. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only time I step out of the house for like podcasts and shows and shit. Or like if I'm going over to plan with them or just chill with them. But like
You're a homebody.
yeah, I'm a homebody. I got my own studio. I don't like going to studios like at all. Every song you've heard, I've made it in my room. I don't like, and I just hang with my girl and my friends and.
That's all you need, really.
Yeah, exactly. Like people are just like, bro, like you don't even hang out with me. Like I had a lot of like people like fall off with me because I don't talk to them. I'm just like, dude, I'm in the crib just fucking playing video games and making music. Like, how could you hate me for that shit?
We had a guest a couple episodes ago. He's a shaman. He could probably help you.
Yo.
Ayahuasca.
You need to get into that. Yo, you need to fight those inner demons.
because
Dude,
honestly, he said he fucking knew God.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
God.
and
Bro, honestly, when it comes to that shit, I always want to do like DMT and just like meet like my purpose. Like, I mean, I always told myself too, like I found purpose without drugs. So like, imagine like if I did DMT or especially ayahuasca, I'm just like, imagine just sitting there laying down. I see fucking God, and he tells me like, yo, do this, and you will get where you want to.
And we don't condone drugs. I'm just saying that he said ayahuasca was a medicin.
Yeah,
And
pretty
maybe
much.
they can.
It is.
Yeah.
Technically.
It's what is it
The smirk on your face when you say that.
what do you say it was from?
Ayahuasca.
No.
I don't know where the fuck. No, it was from
It originated like
in
Costa
Peru.
Rica- Peru.
Yeah,
Peru.
I think so.
Yeah,
And
man.
he said he was in the jungle and all kinds of shit. And I was
Yeah,
like,
he
wow.
said he's met
Take your word for it. I'm good.
Seven. What? He's met himself 7 times. Previous versions of himself.
Yeah,
or
like
something
he got
that?
reincarnated. Yeah,
Seven.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's just honestly the problem is with me and like drugs is like I panic. I'm a fucking what you call nowadays a tweaker.
Oh shit.
Like
Oh, shit.
I can't even smoke without hearing shit. Like I there's been times where like I smoke and go to sleep and I hear shit. I'm like,
Hey,
fuck?
just don't answer him, bro.
It's so fucking hard,
answer him
bro.
that, bro.
Like it's like playing Russian roulette. Like there's one day where I can smoke and just have the time of my fucking life, and there's just one day where I smoke and I start like. I start thinking shit that I shouldn't be thinking. I'm just like, bro, if I did like acid, imagine these thoughts, but like times 10.
Hey, that's probably like a sign from
Yeah.
God saying, "Do not smoke.
Right, stay off it.
Stay off it,
Stay
bro.
off the shit, dog.
Because you're good when you don't. You're not smoking. You just yell, make
just-
music.
Yeah, no.
You just yell at people.
And that's the best thing is I could just fucking yell at people and they yell at me back and they enjoy that shit. So I'm just like,
Record it. Always have it on record.
Yeah, no, yeah, I love that
is
shit.
true.
So you're highly anxious person then?
Bad. My mom tells me like, dude, you're too stressed. You're too young to be stressed. Like everyone tells me like, bro, like why are you so stressed? Why are you so on edge? I'm just like, I don't know. I don't have the answers.
That happened to me until I found out about masturbation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would get, for real. I'd get home and I'm fucking. I didn't know why I was bugging out, and I was like, I'll be right back. And I'm coming back.
The moment is
I'm
Zen and
good.
shit.
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
My man comes back to the moment is
like,
Zen.
what do you mean?
Dude,
I'll be right back.
If I jerked off every time I get stressed, dude, I'd be in the bathroom all day.
Ain't nothing wrong
Ain't
with
nothing
that.
wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I could do
Hey,
it,
dude,
bro.
some
Nothing wrong
people
with
can
that.
make money off of that shit.
When I
dog.
discovered it, I'd wake up at 2:00 in the morning, go hit my shit. Yeah, and leave the shower on like I was taking a shower and shit. I just discovered it. It was crazy. Yeah, my bad. Too
showers a
much
day.
info, but yeah.
Water's all cold and shit.
Yeah,
By the
mom's
time
like,
you
you're taking a 3-hour shower for the second day. I mean, the second time today. Today, and I'm like, fuck, and I'd have the fucking towel on the bottom so you don't see my feet like that and shit. I had it down to a science, dog.
Oh my god, it's like we all live the same fucking life.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
swear to God.
Get in there, my hair's dry and shit, it's all steamy and shit.
So you're showering?
Shit, did you ever do the fucking the fuckable what's it?
Great
A paper towel?
No,
Oh,
no.
I've heard
I
there's a lot
practiced
of-
putting on condoms.
All right.
I've heard
like
a couple
before I-
friends with a grapefruit.
All right,
Whoa.
so no.
Friends.
So what you got to do? So you got to get the roll of paper, the toilet paper, right? Take out the brown shit in the middle of it. Then you put a condom, and then you wrap that motherfucker around, and then throw some lube in it. Go to town, dog.
Dude, that's some jail
That's
shit.
jail
I've never
shit.
been in jail,
I haven't
bro.
heard of that one before.
No.
Yo,
Dude.
this is some shit I want to teach
I think
you,
he
dog.
just made some shit up. You should patent that
They
shit.
got to teach the children, dog. Got to
Yeah.
teach the children.
You want some toilet paper, motherfucker? You should patent that
Dude,
motherfucker.
That's why toilet paper was all going
No,
like
that's all,
crazy.
yep.
Having a
Sex now.
shitty day?
Yeah, dude. That's why
I'll be your
toilet paper
spokesperson for it. Having a shitty day.
That's why toilet paper was going for like $40 a roll
Oh,
during the COVID,
dude.
dog. Everybody trying to get their shit on, dog.
That roll will last
Trying to
me
get their
for a
fuck
minute,
out, bro.
son. does this shit have handprints on it? I'm like,
Rips.
Yo, draw little fucking eyes on that
record
shit.
a song like that. Yell. And,
The fucking hate fuck.
fuck yeah.
Oh shit. So I know you say so you do your own beats then, right?
Actually, no. I have a producer.
You have a
His name is
producer?
Chris. Yeah, it's Chris X Jock. It's CHRISXGJ. Yeah, I can't spell.
I can't even
shit.
spell. No wonder they
Yeah.
fucking bully you.
Elemental-
Can't even fucking spell
Elemental,
this shit.
Yeah.
elemental PQRSTUV.
Like he's trying to count like with his fingers
Yeah,
and
I
shit.
still
Like that's,
count with my fucking fingers, dude. I be like January. I'm just like, yeah, no, but
I don't have that many
I met
fingers and
him.
shit. Like, carry the two. Can I borrow your fingers?
that's why I could only count to 21 naked, dog.
Oh, shit. Well, means 20 and a half.
20 and a half, depending on what kind of day.
It's
you
cold
have.
outside. It's cold outside.
20 and a half.
So do you play any instruments yourself?
I actually used to play the guitar, and it's a funny story because I used to practice with like one of the church dudes.
Oh fuck.
Oh, shit. That's where you
What?
fucked
Hold
up.
on.
You went to church.
Hold
on,
That's
hold on,
where
hold
you
on.
fucked up.
Yeah, we gotta get back to that.
Yeah, hold that thought.
So
We'll get
like
back
we'd
to
practice alone in the church, and the dude was old, and my dad was like, "I'm not fucking with."
I
that."
know what went wrong, bro. I know what went wrong,
I'm
bro.
not getting no
Yeah.
second
Shit is
ideas here,
soft,
like,
son.
You set it off.
listen.
It wasn't your dad's fault, bro.
Don't blame
Yeah.
the skinny jeans, but
Don't
fuck
blame
that.
him. Yeah.
It's a fucking pastor, son.
Yeah, it was the pastor, son.
and they were like, pretty much like, if we're not,
I used to play the flute. What the fuck? They didn't even have a flute. Yes, I did.
Yeah, the rusty trombone.
Yeah,
bro.
rusty trombone. What the fuck is
I'll
going
tell you, dog. That
Or-
church will fuck
or-
you, dog.
yeah, bro.
Church will fuck you one
Oh,
way or
yeah,
the
no,
other.
that's the funny thing. Yeah, and
Just don't kneel.
and
You're good.
the way I started that with Chris, it's funny because me and Chris were both shy little fuckers, so like we wouldn't say hi to each other. And my friend Rivers Ventura, he was like, dude, like my friend knows how to make beats, like he could help you, like he wants to work with you. I was like, dude, tell him to text me.
Yeah.
And then just one day he texted me, and I was too shy to go to his fucking house. I was like, let's do this. Like, I'm down. And just like 2 weeks stood and go to his house. And like, I finally worked up the courage. And like, I had to walk to his house because I didn't even have a car.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't live too far. It's still an hour walk. And I get
That's
there.
fucking far.
I mean, yeah.
Have you heard of the Metro, son? There's a Sun Metro that'll
An
pick
hour.
you up
An hour's a different area
for
code.
35 cents and take you to a certain location.
Maybe I'm
dog.
stretching it. Maybe I'm stretching it. But it was a decent
It
walk.
seemed an hour.
It seemed
it
that's a
seemed
better
an hour.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I get there and like I record. I'm like, dude, I'm shit. Like I realized I had a rude awakening. I was like, dude, this is not good. And 2 weeks later, like he mixed the song, and I'm like, let's not do this. Let me do some shit else. And I was like, let me get on the track a little bit calmer. And I started off. I was like, bro, I can't start my career like doing some top notch shit if I don't have any experience. So I was like, let me do some like slow shit. And I did it, and then I dropped it. And motherfucker was like, oh, you finally did it. You finally dropped the song. And like, dude, like that song got like 7,000 plays in like fucking 3 weeks. I'm like, dude, like, okay, this shit's working.
Yeah.
Really?
And I dropped my second song, and it flopped bad. I was like, okay, maybe it was just that first long. You know, everybody wants to hear from you, so of course.
What was that first song? What it was a slow
I called
song?
it-
Love music and shit.
It was like-
Luther Vandross type shit.
No, it was like some just like underground Suicide Boys, Night Lavelle type shit. So like just some slow.
Okay, hold on. Let me picture this shit because I didn't know anything you just fucking
Yeah,
said.
like,
Okay,
You ever
well-
seen like those drift edits with cars and shit, and you got the music behind it and shit? And there was
Yeah.
like, so, yeah, I don't know if you ever heard Suicide Boys. They're prevalent name. Yeah, it was on some shit like that, and I remember just fuck. What was I saying? I lost my
That
train of thought.
first song. that
Yeah,
slow
first song, yeah.
Baby making music.
No, it was not. It was actually inspired because I used to like self harm a lot, so I was like, fuck.
You're a cutter?
I used to be.
Oh,
Yeah, I used to be. I don't give a fuck. I'll personally joke about it. I don't give a fuck about it no more. I used to cut it. That's why I got tattoos and shit to cover it up.
cover
and
'em
shit.
up?
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
wow.
a bunch of tattoos. But I used to cut my face and shit out of anger, just sheer anger. And I was like, dude, like I need to put this energy elsewhere. Like I need to stop this shit. And then I made that song, and I was like, the song is literally talking about me cutting myself, want to kill myself in the morning. I was like, bro, if I put this in a song, maybe people would fuck with me. And like, I dropped the song, and like everybody's like, yeah, this shit's hard. I'm like, dude, did you even like listen to the lyrics? And just like you're like bobbing your head to me talking about wanting to kill myself. And then like
Right.
after like I was like,
like,
dude, like
fuck, you should do it.
yeah,
Fuck, stop being a bitch.
just kill yourself already.
Don't do it, man.
Put your head.
Yeah,
Don't do
Put
that.
your hands.
Put your head, yeah, no, and like after that song, I was like, okay, like this shit's taking off.
That motherfucker was real.
Yeah,
It was real.
Yep.
And then I stopped with all that shit. I was like, and that's another thing. I was like, my message is just like, dude, like, if you ever feel that way, it's just like art, dude. Like,
Yeah,
art's
absolutely.
the best medicine, literally, because it helped with me. I'm like, bro, like I stopped self-harming and shit, and I was like,
Fuck yeah.
all that anger goes into my music. And I'm not saying like I just make angry music. Like I told people, like I'm not gonna be angry for the rest of my life. Like as I grow, my music has to grow. Like eventually, I want to make some fucking jazz shit, you know, like on some Tyler Creator shit. Like I want to be like, I tell myself all the time. Like if I had all the resources right now, I could be like one of the greatest artists. Like learning like to sing and all that shit, like that comes with like the experience and shit. But like right now, like I don't want to say I'm surface level, but I'm in a city where like it's kind of hard to get traction with what I'm doing because I'm not a band.
Yeah, there's not a big market for it.
Yeah, it's not, and like people here don't like rappers, but like I'm not a fucking rapper. Like in a sense, like I guess I'm a solo artist, but like I'm not a rapper.
You don't consider yourself an MC or rapper?
Not
or
no backpacks. Oh, backpack rap.
That's my shit.
Yeah.
That is my shit.
Yeah, no hate to
Talib
I
Kweli.
love boom. I can't actually.
Boom bap.
I came up from boom bap.
Okay.
I started with that shit.
All right.
My first song ever, I recorded with my friend Sin, and I'm sitting in the closet just like, man, but a backpack, but a back.
There you go.
Back.
There you
I'm
go.
just like, he was like, is this what boom bap is? I was like, yeah, because I was stressed. I'm like, bro, like I want to drop a boom bap. I need to do boom bap. He's like, what the fuck is boom bap? And I'm over here just like Mac in the back with a strap in the back, and then I start getting shy. I'm like, yo, can you step out the room so I can do this? And I'm sitting here like pressing play on the fucking laptop to like I play. There's like a 3-second counter.
I'm just stuck in like the 90s, I guess.
Nah, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, I love like the 90s. It's one thing about music is like music always loops. Like all the influences come back, but like they refurbish though. Like there's a new spin to it. And like there's a couple people. It's just the market right now. It's just people want to move, and that's why I'm telling like people are always like, bro, drop some slow shit. I'm like, why the fuck do you want to be sad so bad? Like, why do you want me to drop a sad song? Like,
I like sad shit though.
I like
I'm
sad
into
shit.
grunge
I
and
get
shit
it.
like that.
But at the end of the day, like if I'm at a concert, you're not gonna, like move to like some fucking depression, like me talking about wanting to kill myself. Like it might touch you, like, but like at the end of the day, like concert wise, like
people be walking home, be like, that motherfucker had a point. I mean, fuck, what are we doing here? We're just waiting to die. That's what we're doing. We're not living, we're just waiting to die, right? I mean, fuck, how's it gonna happen? I don't know.
But it's gonna happen sooner or later.
It's gonna happen though.
So how do you calm yourself down? Since you say you're a fucking very angry person, what do you do to calm yourself down?
We gave you some ideas.
Yeah. Use that toilet paper method, guy.
Yeah.
Toilet paper.
You get shit at the same time.
They're gonna change your life. You'll be coming out the room a lot more.
It's all kinds. That shit could be like a fetish and
Let me see
shit.
this dude at the mall and shit all of a sudden. Just hanging out in the food court, not doing a goddamn
You
thing.
into shit and jacking off? Here you go.
Honestly, I have no method on calming my. I haven't like been angry to the point where I need to calm myself down anymore. Like I get mad at shit. I'm just like, bro, this is stupid. Like when I play like the game and shit, I just turn it off, bro. I'm like, fuck this shit. I lay down and it's like I should make a song or I should make a beat or some shit. But like usually when I get mad, it gets real ugly. And I think the only person who's ever seen me like that's my mom. Yeah. And like since that day, I promised myself. Oh, that's a funny story too. Speaking about weed and shit, so I got real pissed. So this was a day where I was like, I'm never doing it. Like I'm never getting angry again. So I had gotten real pissed, and my ex had texted me. She said, "You're having a bad day. Let's go smoke." So I'm like, "Fuck it." I did some drug prior to that shit, so I'm already feeling cheery because I was like, I'm mad. I want to get happy, so I did Molly.
Okay.
I did Molly, and I was like, I want to be
know
happy.
what that is.
Ecstasy.
Oh shit! Yeah, wow.
I've never met her.
I've met her before. I've seen her. I think I've seen her down the street one time.
Yeah, Molly. Yeah, and I took that shit.
Molly's a whore.
Yeah, I took that shit. I was like, I'm in a great mood, and she picked me up with her sister and shit. It was all three of her friends. It was her sister, her friend, and my ex. Dude, and it was getting dark.
Hold on, was everybody on?
Oh no,
Molly?
I was the only one.
Oh, okay, because that sounds like a party right there.
About to say,
that's not a bad thing.
I didn't tell them. I didn't tell anyone.
I would have told everybody.
I didn't tell anybody. And we get into the car and shit, and her sister's like rolling a joint. And me being like, I'm not a smoker, so me being confident off the Molly, I'm like facing that shit. They're like, JJ, slow down. I'm like, I'm in a great mood. I'm like, yo, shut up, like don't ruin it. I damn near faced the whole joint, and like I remember getting out the car and like everything was hitting at once. I'm like, dude, I feel fucking great. Yada yada. I get back in the car and we're driving off, and like her friend's like, watch him have a bad trip. I'm just like,
Oh no!
Oh my God,
She triggered you.
She said, dude, she said that
Maybe
shit.
that's your trigger word.
Yeah,
Trip.
she said that shit, and I swear to God, I saw myself in my third person view, and I'm just like sitting in the back of a fucking tight car, looking at her face, and her eyes were all black, and just her smile was getting too big. I'm just like, oh my God, like I tell my girlfriend, I'm like, stop the fucking car. So I did too much, and they're like, what's wrong? I'm like, I did too much, and they pulled the car over and shit. Like I wanted to cry really bad, but I couldn't because I was too happy. So I was like smiling.
Take your clothes off and run.
I really wanted to. I really wanted to. Like I felt so good. I wanted to feel good, but they gave me a reason to feel bad by saying that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, am I even real? Like I'm touching myself and I feel everything. I'm getting sweaty and locked. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like I'm touching myself and shit. I'm just like, bro, like is this what this shit feels like? And then I put my head on the engine because I'm just like
on the engine,
like because I wanted to like rest like on the engine. I'm just like I hear the engine.
Oh,
idle,
okay.
And like I have my eyes closed and I start having these vivid like hallucination, like not like visuals and shit. And it sounded like a train was about to hit me. And I was like, hit me. And I look up. I'm just like, where the fuck am I? And like those girls are just like laughing high as fuck. And I look at my ex. I'm just like, am I tweaking right now? And they were just like, yeah, like let's just take you out. You want to go get ice cream? I said, fuck no. So I felt like this is too much for me right now, dude. Like they took me home.
dude. Alcohol's too intense for me. I can't even picture.
Dude, imagine being on a crammed fucking Cadillac,
I'm
off
good.
like fucking uppers and
sir.
shit. And like I'm just like they put me in the front seat. They're like, do you want to play the aux and shit? And like I remember just putting the aux and I put on Lil Peep and I'm just sitting there just in a trance, just listening. Next thing you know, I'm home. And I get out the fucking car and I stumble out, and my girlfriend's like, or my ex is like, babe. I'm just like, I wave her off and shit. Good, bro. I get in my room, pulled on my pants to get ready for bed. I had a shift. I worked as a server back then, and I had to be up. And I pulled on my pants and like I knock out, but like I can't sleep because like that shit's hitting hard as fuck. And like I sleep, I try to close my eyes and like the lights are fucking on. And next thing you know, I wake up the next morning. I'm just like, never again, bro. Never again. And like I went to work and like my ex and her friend were like, JJ, are you okay? I'm just like, don't fucking touch me. Like I feel like shit. I feel like
And we are done.
Yo, God, yeah, no. I was
And
like,
you broke up with her.
I'm done with you. I think that was like the fucking not. It wasn't necessarily a trip because I didn't do no fucking psychedelics, but that was the high that ruined it for me because I was just like, bro, like this shit can happen to you. Like you can get this fucked up to the point where you question your existence, and I was like, never again.
Oh no, dude. No.
I question my existence every
Yeah.
time we drink, dude. We have that fucking.
When I drink the next day, I'm like, why do I fucking do
Dude, why'd
this?
you
Yeah,
do
because I'm
that?
hungover.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, because this dude turns into a gremlin, dude. When he drinks, y'all
It's
think I'm
'cause-
bullshitting.
No,
I'm telling
no,
you, this shit is.
Fuck, dude. And then it's like, I feel guilt the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have to text everyone and be like, I'm
Yo,
sorry.
yeah.
You shouldn't have answered me.
No,
Because I was telling them, I was like, dude, we need to have make a breathalyzer for the fucking phone.
Yeah,
Like
to stop you
if
from
I
texting.
blow
Yeah.
fucking intoxicated,
Yeah, no text.
the only fucking phone number you should call is 911.
Oh my god! Speaking
That's
of that
it.
shit, fucking recently I did shrooms.
Oh shit.
And it was like after my show. One of my fans was like, "Bro, I got LSD and shrooms for you." I was like, "Fuck the LSD,
What
send me the
the
shrooms." And that's another funny thing. Like people that don't know that I'm straight edge. Like I don't do drugs. Like I'll experiment every now and then, but like they'll.
I think I'm gonna question that a little bit. No,
Yeah, I don't know.
Talk about it. Fuck it.
You say you don't do drugs.
Let me clarify.
I've just tried all of them.
Yeah.
That
shit,
night.
I'll try all of them at once. But like people hand me blunts and shit. I'm like, no, I'm good. They're like, you don't smoke? I'm like, no. I'm just like, just because I'm dreadheaded and I look like a rapper don't mean I smoke. And then so at the show he gave me like a fat ass shroom. Like I'm just like, shit, I'll take this. He was like, take it now. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna tweak out on stage.
Right.
And the next day, my barber had gave me a fat ass edible too on top of that. So like I'm like, dude, I got a
So
day off.
everybody's just feeding you drugs. and
Yeah,
shit.
they want to
Drugged
see
up.
me fucked up. So I get home the next day and I'm just like, today's my day off and shit. My girl had left out of state, so I'm like, I got this day to myself. One thing about psychedelics you don't do by yourself. And I'm naive. I want to play. I'm playing Halo and shit.
You need a shaman.
Yeah. I want to see cool
Need a
colors
guy.
and shit. So I'm like, I start eating the edible. I ate the whole fucking edible. I'm just like, I don't.
That's where you fucked up.
That's
Aren't
why-
those,
hey.
You can't control that shit, right?
No.
That's what they say.
The story
Little
gets worse.
portions,
The
bro.
story gets worse. I ate it by portions. I'm like, I'm not feeling it. Let me just take the whole thing.
You were hungry. That's why.
It would
You were
taste-
hungry.
It tasted good too.
Yeah.
And so like I was like, fuck, I'm gonna take the shroom on top of this. So like
Wash it down with a shroom.
I was doing macros back then. So I got a rice cake, peanut butter, instead of oats, I put shredded shrooms on it. And I ate that shit. I was like, technically, I'm still being healthy. I was like, dude, this shit's not hitting. I get in my car, go to my plug, and I pick him up, and I was like, dude, I took those shrooms. I was like, they're not hitting. He's like, you need to get more. And I remember we're going back to his spot, and I'm driving, and I turn up the music. He's like, this shit's hard. I'm like, yeah, it is. I'm driving. Fucking arms get long. I'm just like, fuck. Yeah, my arms got long.
You're like,
I was like, my arms were long as fuck, dude. And
you're a slender man and shit.
yeah, dude. And I'm driving. I'm just like, I tell myself in my head, I'm like, I asked for this. And I'm driving. I was like, bro, like, the funny thing is, I don't know. My plug's name, I'm not going to say his name, but like it revolves to like Satan. So like I'm telling myself in the car, I'm like, I'm sitting next to Satan right now. And I'm just like, I'm tripping out. I'm just like, bro, like.
That motherfucker, you never trust.
And I'm sitting
Are you sure? I'll take your word for it. This ain't going to fuck me up.
He said, bro, he was like, take a right. Like, I remember the music was playing and I turned it down because I'm so tweaked out. Mm-hmm. He's like, take a right, take a right, take a right. And my shit's just like spinning around my head. I'm like, huh? He's like, take a right. I'm like, oh, yeah. And I take a right. I'm like, I have my phone in my hand ready to dial 911. I was like, bro, like, I can't embarrass myself right now. I was like, so like, I tell myself, I'm like, bro, you are tweaked off shrooms and an edible right now, and you're driving, and you don't know where you are. I put in my maps and shit to go home, and immediately I did that. It calmed me down. And I remember, so we go to his spot, and the music was playing. The music was just hitting so
What
different.
accent do you have on your map thing? I have like a
I
little
turned
British
that shit
girl.
off, dude.
Oh, I love the little.
Because they
No,
annoy
you can't
me.
put the British one. That chick's a bitch.
The Australian.
No,
the Australian chick.
No, the fucking English bitches. Man, fuck that bitch.
Yeah,
that cunt.
I don't like either of them. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that cunt be like usually be like coming up in fucking 20 feet, hook a right. This bitch, when you get past it, turn right. There's like, bitch, I passed that shit. And then she get mad. Then she get mad, recalculated. Well, bitch, you fucking me up.
You see, you even argue with chicks on the.
This is where they fucked
automated
up.
Chicks.
This is where they fucked up. They put a female giving you directions. That's where they fucked up.
They did.
That's where they fucked up.
True that. That's probably why I never get there.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because I be flirting and shit. I'm like, what do you mean?
What do you wear?
Where you at? Where you at? Left? You sure?
This whole I don't do drug shit. Steve less and less.
No,
bro.
What I think what's going on is you're living in denial.
Yeah.
No.
Let's
Okay,
just
so I'm
cut
telling you,
it out.
this was the day where I told myself not again. So we get to his place, right?
Yesterday.
So we get to his place, and I'm just like, we're bobbing our heads to the music. Like, we're parked right in front of his house. I'm like, we're bobbing our heads. And then he was like, bro, like, send me your playlist. Like, for 15 minutes, just bobbing our heads. And I turned on music. I'm like, yo, where's the plug at? He was like, I was like, what? He was like, nigga, I am the plug. I was like, oh, shit, you're right. And I give my money. And
Satan? Is that you? Is that you?
And I remember just like,
Lucifer?
yeah. And I sat there. I'm like, wow, I am tweaked out. And I had to drive back home, like, just tweaked out. And, like, after that, like, the whole trip was good. I was like, bro, this shit's amazing. I was driving. I felt like I was in Mario Kart, just, like, looking at the colors and shit. I get home, and I just put on a movie and shit. And
Yeah.
night ended there. And I was like, yeah.
But most people that don't do drugs don't have a plug, kid. First of all,
Yeah.
all, let me give you.
So you have one.
If you have a plug,
Okay, I'm friends.
if you got a plug, you got a problem.
You got a problem.
Yeah,
I was
it's
friends
called
with
denial.
like 4 different plugs, so that's why like literally it's kind of. But like
I don't even have a butt plug. What are you talking about?
No, yeah, that's where like they always like, and that's one thing is like being friends with plugs. Like they know I don't smoke, so they always want to see me high. They're like, yo, just hit it once, and like you hit it once, and like, nah, hit it again. I was like, dude, I hit it once.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
it's a
that's the
thing.
problem. They're your friends and they're plugs.
Yeah.
Especially if they're related to Satan and shit.
yeah.
The names were Satanish, Luciferian and shit.
So it sounds like when you come out your house, they're like, here.
no, that
Fucking shrooms are flying and shit.
Take this shit. No, this is
Damn.
fucked up.
Oh, no, I don't want this. I don't want this.
No, don't give me that. I don't want that.
No wonder you're a homebody, dog. God damn.
Give me a shroom. I'm going to wash this down.
This dude's gonna OD on the way to McDonald's and shit.
I'm no druggie, yeah.
Anybody ain't got no codeine? You got some codeine on you?
No, I've had my fair share. Like I guess I'm friends with people who do drugs. Like I always end up doing some hard. Like I've done.
You're
some
still
hard,
experimenting. Still seeing if you
That's
like
all
them or
right.
not.
I guess you could. Say
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
all right, yeah.
Just
No.
still finding out if I like them or not.
Yeah, like,
I don't think you do.
I don't
You
like
shouldn't.
uppers. That's one thing I'd say. I
Oh.
like to be chill. So I like downers, but like usually downers are like pills and shit. I don't fuck with all that shit.
You don't fuck with them pills?
I don't like the pills because people die off that shit. Like, I don't
People
wanna
die off a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
people die off a lot of shit. So I was just like,
People
yeah.
die in water. They drown.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm not gonna accelerate my chance.
I'm going to stop drinking water. Fuck it. Alcohol.
Strictly alcohol.
All right, so
Never
now
drown in alcohol.
So going back to a little bit from your story, how you said that you used to play the guitar with some dude in a band in a fucking church.
Yeah.
What kind of church was this, dog?
You're playing his banjo.
Nah, it was
long ass balls.
It was a Catholic church.
Oh shit, even worse.
Yeah.
Damn.
You got touched. You got touched. Yeah, no wonder.
You confess like a motherfucker.
And the truth will set you free.
Come here, you little bad, dirty pastor boy. Altar boy.
Oh shit! So now that you have all this knowledge behind you, you're putting all this music. What's your outlook on religion? Do you have an outlook on religion? Are you still religious?
No, I'm. I don't want to say I'm religious. Like, I'm not Christian or Catholic, but I do believe in a higher being. I just don't like how some Catholic or Christian people kind of like force it. Like, yeah, they force it. I'm just like, oh, you don't believe in God? Fuck you. And it's just
bend over.
like I thought I thought
you don't believe in God? Bend over.
Yeah, and I thought it was a judgment-free zone. I thought only God could judge. So I'm just like, I don't like to like. I respect my mom's Catholic, my dad's Catholic, so I respect it. But just like the moment you start forcing it on me, that's when I don't respect it.
I grew up Catholic.
Yeah, I grew up Catholic too.
Until I was able to choose what.
Yeah,
right,
so I do believe in a higher being. Like there's like we're not here for no fucking reason.
Right.
Like, so I'm like who made this fucking big ass globe we call Earth? Like, and that's the thing. Like when I do psychedelics and shit like that, I start questioning shit. And it scares the fuck out of me because I'm like I know too much. So I'm like I just tend to shy away from that shit because I'm just like, dude, if I do it, I'm gonna find the meaning of life and want to kill myself because it's like I'm just like I think the whole meaning of life is to make purpose, but like the moment you find purpose and like execute on it, like now what? And I think that kind of like stems into like a nihilistic mindset when it's just like if I had a nihilistic mindset right now, like this music shit wouldn't mean shit because like this is my purpose to me, and it's like you could technically say I found purpose, but like okay, you found purpose, what now? But like I found purpose, but I want to do more. I want to be able to financially sustain myself from the music. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like rich and famous on some Kanye shit. But like,
I do.
Fuck yeah.
It'll never happen for me.
I'll take Kanye's ex.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
Not the crazy one that tattooed her head.
I'll take
What's
her mom.
name?
Fuck it.
Oh.
I'll take the mom.
Oh,
fuck
what's
it.
her? Yeah, she's kind of cute, huh?
Well, shit. Yeah. Everybody.
I'm
cute,
at
they got
that
8 figures,
age where I'll
dog.
check the daughter out and the mom.
Yeah. Gotta find a happy medium.
Yeah, fuck it. Whatever happens.
There's 8 digits with that name, bro. I'll fuck with it. I'll fuck with it. I'll bring the kids and the wife. I'll be
like, babe, I'm doing it for you.
Babe, we're moving up.
I'm thinking about our future. I'm doing it for our future.
just gaslight the fuck out of sorry, babe, I cheated on you. It's like, yo, but like we're coming up. I mean,
Yeah,
like, she said, yeah, no,
Right.
just gaslight the fuck out of her if you're gonna do that.
You didn't have a problem with her earrings, did you, bitch? I mean, stealing shit like a motherfucker, guy. Put that shit on eBay, quick style.
Nah, yeah, that's too the music shit and having a girlfriend. Like, it's hard because like me having a girlfriend, women like to like just like try to touch on you. I'm just like,
Yeah.
don't do that. It's weird. Like, and like I've been made it like obvious that I have a girlfriend. So like, if women do try, I kind of just like, yo, pipe down because
Yeah.
like my bitch will beat your ass. Like she, like you know what I mean? I don't like. I feel like. I don't know. It's like
That's a smart answer when we're recording.
Yeah.
I always
We'll
make
get
it
the-
known
yeah.
that I'm with somebody
Yeah,
because I don't play that shit.
Yeah, and that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, I shouldn't have to like constantly post my girlfriend for you to respect.
If you want to give me some, I'm taking.
As long as you don't get those fucking phone calls from Pizza Hut at 3 a.m, dog, you're good, dog.
I make it known that I'm
Let me tell
taking.
you. Like,
I'll
look,
talk to you after this
No,
shit
my girl
right now,
trusts
bro.
me. She trusts me. She trusts me, and I
Yeah,
trust her
awesome,
too.
Awesome.
Nah,
you
like-
can't have trust in this
No,
game, dog.
hell no.
This game, there's too much. I mean, half the time you're fucking shroomed anyways because all your friends are trying to load you
You don't
up.
even fucking.
Everybody's trying to load you up and shit.
You have to trust, man. If you don't trust, you're gonna go crazy, man.
Oh,
So
no,
fuck
yeah.
it.
I mean, it's-
Not that I don't care. It's just I don't care. I mean, I'm sorry.
Whatever happens,
I
happens.
mean, fuck. I got shit to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's a
can't be
thin
worried
line
about
you
you.
gotta be on.
Yeah, I mean, fuck
Yeah.
it. Well, let me know. You know what I mean?
Just let me know if I need to find somewhere to lay my
Yeah,
head.
I know. Shit. You don't see me fucking laying down on some nut and shit. Now, fuck, man. Why are all these sheets
Right,
sticking
change
to
the
me?
shit. Change the sheets, bitch.
Yeah.
Have some
Burn the mattress the 7th time this week.
Have some respect for me. Change them sheets, motherfucker. Oh shit! But I don't know if he's got my underwear on. So then now, since you're on this constant trips, then, bro, are you into conspiracy theories?
Oh shit.
Into it. Some people bullshit, but like some conspiracy theories are
Some
actually
make
like
sense.
they'll be
Yeah.
like,
Makes
"What the
sense.
fuck?"
Okay.
That's true. And like,
So
well,
who killed Kennedy?
But we did. We did.
I think it just depends. I mean, sometimes some of them are pretty outreach. Some of them, well,
like when they did the whole like when they flipped Pepsi upside down and then it said "is dead" and they're like, "Oh my god, Pepsi, bro, they're trying to."
I've
kill
never
us.
seen that one.
They're so like
No,
they're
that
like back
one.
in, bro. I was like a fucking 8-year-old. I was like, "Oh my god, that's too." But like now to look at it, I'm like, y'all were bullshitting me. And I was like the word Pepsi, like when you flip it upside down, I guess it says "is dead," but like there's not even an A in it, so it looks like it says dead, and like people are like, Pepsi's trying to kill us with all the sugar they put in. I'm just like,
Yeah, motherfucker.
They're-
Everyone
no,
else is
they're-
too.
they're-
So are microwaves.
but I do believe in like population control and shit. Like the reason why I like cigarettes and I actually came up with it by myself when I was fucking baked this shit. I was like,
He doesn't do drugs though.
At all.
no,
At all.
and I was like, alcohol is legal because it kills people. Cigarettes are legal because it kills people. But why is weed not legal if it's never killed nobody?
Because the minorities love it.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
That's
yeah,
the truth.
Yeah, and it's just,
Because it used to be. The shit cocaine was in
Coca-Cola.
cocaine was used as like a headache medication and
Right, yeah. It wasn't
Yeah,
even
with
used in
dentistry.
Coke, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, it's
Oh,
actual
yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Actual Coke,
yeah,
yeah.
actual Coca-Cola. Yeah, but they would sell like little things of cocaine.
Well, they say it
when you'd
wasn't
have
addicting,
headaches.
right? Back in the 70s
Yeah, I
mean-
when they were doing it in fucking
I mean, they
Studio
said cigarettes
51
were
and
good
shit.
for you, so I mean.
Yeah,
those
that's
are
what they would
kinda-
show.
yeah.
Cigarettes were good for pregnant women and
Yeah,
shit.
no,
The what?
Yeah, just like cigarettes were good for women.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
for-
that's what
wait.
doctors would say back then. Like,
they
oh,
were
you feeling
prescribed
bad?
the cocaine for.
When did that change?
For housewives.
in the 70s
Oh shit!
when
Nah,
the
yeah,
hippies
they-
I
started
just
doing
saw a
it.
pregnant girl smoking right now.
They used to have flyers and shit like, oh, if you feel sick, smoke a cigarette. I'm
Yeah.
just like, I don't know how the fuck that works.
It's because that's where money, dude.
Yeah, no,
It's
yeah.
the root
It's
of all
'cause it's-
evil, man.
So, cigarettes are frowned upon, or
Yeah.
Okay.
Little
All
bit.
right.
Nowadays,
Little
yeah.
bit.
If you're
Yeah,
like,
nowadays-
I've never-
my age and shit. Like, if you smoke a cigarette, they'd be like, I mean, the funny thing is, in my
Makes your
scene,
breath kick,
in
though.
my- oh yeah,
Yeah.
In my scene, and like the whole punk trap metal, like that's just like if you smoke a cigarette, a woman will let you spit in their mouth, but like
What?
you do that shit in like a rap, like let's
You
say,
never
like,
spit in a girl's mouth?
Not
yeah.
from smoking.
Oh no,
No,
yeah.
not smoking.
I just
No, like I'm saying, like you guys say it's frowned upon, but like in the scene that I'm in, like that's just like if you smoke a cigarette, like it's like water.
It's like an aesthetic.
Yeah, it's like
people like.
But if you saw like
wait,
Drake smoke a cigarette, like, like it's all frowned upon because he's too pretty for that, or you know what I mean? Like,
The fuck?
yeah. So like in my scene, it's kind of like you smoke a cigarette. It's like like dude, I go to shows and people are like, you want a cigarette? I'm just like, no. But like
Yeah.
you go to like let's say a Drake concert, you offer someone a cigarette, they would look at you like.
Well, I know, like
Yeah.
back, like when the punk groups and stuff, there were a lot of straight edge. Like they didn't do any of the drugs or whatever.
They usually
Right.
just drink and shit.
yeah,
it was
that
all
was
good.
about,
drunk.
that was it.
Yeah,
but-
nowadays people show up to my shows off acid and shit. I'm just like, dude, how are you operating right now? Because I'm just like, bro, like you.
Says the dude who was driving on fucking shrooms,
Yeah, I'm good.
fucking edibles and shit. How do you operate, God? Like,
Yeah,
like you,
my arms
like
are
you.
2 miles long.
Shit.
Maybe I should stop.
Yeah, because now, like you said, cigarettes are kind of on the way out, but now it's
Yeah.
the vaping.
Oh
Yeah,
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 no,
it's like,
yeah,
come
because it
on,
tastes
dog.
good.
And it just switched looks is what happened.
It just
Yeah.
literally tastes like, I mean, like if you're blowing mango fucking fruit in somebody's face, they're not gonna say shit. But the moment they smell like fucking tar
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
But that shit still makes
That's
your breath
the same,
kick, bro.
right.
Like, you know what I mean? You talking to someone, you know they vaping.
yeah, you didn't know they're
Yeah.
vaping.
Yeah,
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 I smell-
'cause-
like I'm not gonna talk to you. You smell like fucking strawberry pineapple and assume you're not vaping. Like,
Right.
And your breath smell like shit.
yeah, like where the fuck that come? What are you doing?
I don't know, man. That's a turn off. Like,
Yeah, all that shit.
shit.
I couldn't mess with no girl who smoke because I'm
No.
trying to lick an
Same
ashtray.
here.
no.
I'll lick an asshole, not an ashtray. You know, what I mean,
Yeah,
there's
no.
difference in variations of game and shit.
I guess I'm picky. I don't like girls that smoke either.
Nah.
Yeah, I've always been against the cigarette.
That's the only thing I'm against.
Oh yeah, I think cigarettes just
As long as she has 3 teeth, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She got healthy gums. We're
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
God.
She'll
we're
gum the
solid.
shit out of you.
Yeah,
but
that's
that one tooth, bro, is that fucking hook.
it's that dagger.
That's the cutter.
Yeah, bro.
That's the cutter.
And they don't know when to stop growing because it has nothing to touch. It'll be like a fucking
Little
snaggle.
fag
You
and
got
shit.
fang and shit. Looks
Little
like
fang
a
bitch.
fucking gopher. That's fine as yeah.
Oh, shit.
Man, that's a good look.
So since fuck, I don't even want to mention it. So with the population control, this last pandemic we went through,
Oh fuck.
real or population control?
Just literally popping, just like distracting us and shit.
I think
from,
it's always a divide and conquer.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
it's like
the
it's like
best
I mean
strategy.
I think it's also like they're trying to see like okay who's the strongest out this bunch like I feel like the government just runs on like only the strongest will. So if I die after this podcast, I'm blaming you guys.
Well, that's on you. Bro.
No, motherfucker, it's acid. Motherfucker.
you a grown
You
ass
washing
man.
it down with mushrooms.
Motherfucker, you high in your room right now. You don't even fucking know.
Matter of
You
fact,
guys fucking
do you have a
room.
padded room? Like, is
I
in
do.
your okay?
I
Good,
do.
Yeah,
good.
good.
Yeah, I'm gonna hook you up. I have a straight, an old straight jacket, we'll be good, bro.
Smart move. That's a smart
I
move.
think it's really just like only the strongest will survive type shit. Like
some Hunger Games shit.
Yeah, like
it
why
was also pretty, not to cut you off,
Yeah, no, go for
suspect,
it.
because it was, I mean, the pandemic affected mostly minorities.
Yeah,
that's-
I mean, if you look at the statistics, it was mostly, Mexicans,
Mhm.
black people, is
That way you
people
go-
of lower income.
low income.
Yeah, that way you're more dependent on the government.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
The hand-me-downs.
Like
and
maybe
shit.
that's too. That's like, hey, this is what happens when you don't take our
Right, the vaccine.
So like, if you don't take it, this is what's gonna happen. So you better take our back.
I took them all.
Yeah,
you did.
I can't lie.
Every
I
flavor.
took 'em.
Yeah, you did. Motherfucker was vaping it for a while too. Just fucking.
You
and
got
then
that new
cotton
Moderna.
candy and shit.
I'll take some of that shit.
Oh yeah, bro.
me
If we
3.
got to a point in age where like people would do anything to get high, like give them a
Yeah.
fucking vaccine. If you tell them to get some high, like dude, they will pay
Yes,
top dollar for
I
that
think
shit.
so.
There's a lot of fiends. There's a lot of fiends.
Nah, I didn't take the shot to get high though.
yeah. So hey, you be surprised.
You'll
bro.
be surprised.
Really?
Dog. You'll be. Well, that's
What?
the adverse effects, dog.
I would
Get some adverse effects. You get to find out
No,
what.
I had
what
a
causes
sore
what.
arm.
Oh yeah. So hard.
That's sore
Yeah, I
arm.
think
It's because he's
that's
old.
pretty suspect. The vaccine, I mean, they made it in like within the year or a couple months. I mean,
Yeah, and people are still getting sick with it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
it's coming back again because now there's the 7th version of it or
Jesus.
some
Yeah,
shit like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I don't know. I stopped after the 2. I just got them for travel purposes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
they were talking about like, oh, we're not gonna let
Yeah,
you
the travel
go.
restriction.
Yeah, I was like, oh, all right, I'm gonna have to take them
Right.
just for that. But
Yeah, but right now in China they got like mandated lockdowns where you
Yeah.
can only go out for 2 hours a week
yeah,
or something like that.
It's-
Yeah,
Really?
I
yeah,
know
Really?
Canada,
yeah. They,
Canada's pretty strict like that too.
yeah, Canada, they're fucking weird.
It's always so funny to me.
fucking weirdos.
But they
dude.
need to give motherfuckers a heads up. Like, who do you want to quarantine with? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right?
you
You
can't
don't
just
be with
spring
that.
that shit up on me.
All of a
Like, you know what I mean?
sudden.
I'm like, I'm fucked.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey, we're gonna lock you guys down in 3 weeks.
yeah.
Yeah,
give
no
you
one-
some time
Pick
to
your
prepare.
partner.
No
Pick
one
your
here in the
poison.
U.S. took that shit serious. Like, I don't want to seem like some fucking, but like literally when the pandemic hit and like knock on wood, like dude, I was out. And funny thing is, my ex broke up with me during the pandemic, so like I was forced to literally go outside. I was gonna lose my mind. Like when that pandemic hit, like I was outside every day and I didn't catch shit.
Yeah.
And the moment I got that shot,
Because you're the only one outside.
yeah.
Everybody was inside,
else was
dog.
inside hiding.
You're opposite.
Dude, I actually got a ticket too. I got, oh my gosh, so like we went to Pakatu, it was a skate park, but it was tribal land. And my friend was just bullshitting the officer. He's like, fuck you, just being rebellious. I was like, no, it's not the time. We leave, dude. The moment we try to leave, fucking 10 big ass cars, like barricaded in and shit. And then they were like, yeah, you're not supposed to be here, this, that, and that. I'm quiet. I'm quiet the whole time. And they look at me, it's like, you're getting a ticket too. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I'm just like, is it the hair? Is it the nose? Like, what the fuck did I do?
No, you look high.
You look.
They were like,
Were you high? Were you high?
no.
How high were you?
Yeah,
How high, dog?
like, I'm
I had a mouthful of mushrooms.
and they're just like, yeah, you're gonna go to court too. And here's the funny thing is, me and my friend who didn't say anything got tickets. My friend they said they were gonna give him a court date, bro. Me and him were the only one who went to fucking court. My other friend, they never gave him a court date. He's the reason we went to court.
He's the one
And
that
then we
started all
went
this
to
shit.
court. We went to fucking court, and the charge was about 200. And then he was like, the judge was like, they were out during the pandemic. We should give them another additional 2,000. And then, yeah, they were like, me and my parents were just like looking at each other. And then he was like, so what was the name of your friend? And me and my friend like side at each other, but it's like, I don't know. And then we pissed the judge off. We were just like,
He's kind of like a taller, shorter guy.
he was like,
Brownish blonde hair.
He was like, I was just like, I said his name, and he was like, his last name. I was like, I don't know. He
He's
was
got
like,
2 arms.
he's got black. He was like, so
solid
you've been friends for 3 years. You don't know his last name. I was like, and you could see like the look on his face, and like that's when he was like, we should charge you for being out anyway. And then everybody else in the court was just like,
He's a skinny, fat guy.
yeah,
Skinny fat. That's a good one.
skinny fat. And then like we got away with it. And the judge was pissed. We're like, have a good day. He just looked at us and just like, we got away with it. And then I remember we got home. I texted my friend. I'm like, dude, you're lucky we didn't rat your stupid ass out, because they were looking for him. Not really a warrant, but like they were like, what's your friend's last name? We're just like, look at my friend. I don't know. They're like, for 3 years and you don't know his last name. It's like,
No, we just
I
call
know.
him dude.
John Doe.
Dude, we call him dude.
Well, we know him as the plug. As the plug.
Let's call him Satan.
We know him as the plug. Plug Satan.
Plug Satan. Plug S.
I'm not going to tell you he has a pocket full of drugs. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you he lives on the corner. Not going to break me.
So you guys were on tribal land when this shit went down?
Yeah, dude,
Out of all people, you think they'd be the last ones to be
I
like
know.
Yeah,
They
they
following,
like
would be
peyote and shit.
following
Yeah,
this
yeah.
shit, dog.
Yeah, no, yeah, they were.
Were you high? Did you imagine that
Did
shit?
you smoke a peace pipe with them? Look, man, I know we're arguing, but we're gonna smoke this.
Just turn into a shaman at the point right there. Just fucking bring it.
You know, I went to Peru, right?
Oh shit! Would you? So I know we had mentioned that earlier. Would you ever think about getting into that shit? See if you could find your older self.
I was, dude. I actually really want to. I really want, but like when I'm like at the point in my life where I can, I could do it right now, but like I feel like I fucked myself up.
Really?
Just like mental. Yeah, it's just like me. Like I'm really scared to like lose my psyche because like mentally, like I love my mental. I love being able to grasp everything because like I've always been told like, dude, like you're too smart for your age, and that's why I don't like to mention my age a lot too because people think I'm out there. Like when I tell them the shit that I tell them, they're like, bro, like are you 30? I'm like, no, like you know. And then when they see me, they're like, bro, like you look like you're 14. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm just like, so I'm just like, when it comes to like that kind of shit, like I'm afraid to lose like that part of me. But then like there's also like the art of like letting go, which like I need to master, and that's one thing I feel like I'd progress better in life. I learn to let go because there's been a bunch of people in my life who like serve no purpose, but like all the memories and everything that I've had with them, like they keep me around. Like, and if I like it's funny because the moment they remove themselves from my life gets better. Yeah. So I'm just like literally with my ex, like, dude, like I didn't love her no more, and like it got to a point where like I wanted to break up with her, but like I didn't know.
You don't keep in touch with her?
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
He has a lady. He don't touch her.
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, that's, you know, my current girlfriend, like, I love her a lot.
Yeah,
there's a
that's
whole
good
difference.
answer.
There's a whole difference. The way I love my new girlfriend is nowhere near
Yeah,
the way
no way. No fucking way.
no, but yeah.
It's a publicist right there.
And then, like, I guess she's always scared that, like, I just love her because I don't want to let her go. I'm like, dude, no.
That last girl? Fuck her, dude. This is it.
She was a, I don't even want to get into it. She was a fucking, she was horrible. And, like, literally, she broke up with me. And then she would still text me after. I'm just like, dude.
Was she crazy?
Yeah.
Okay, was she good in bed? That's what.
Yeah, all right. That's all right.
That's all right.
She wasn't as good as
that. Not as good as my current girlfriend.
I'm gonna say I switched to the dark side and I love it. I love it. I love the dark side a lot.
She a plug. She's the plug. She's the plug, dog.
I love my new girlfriend. She's great. She's a great person. Like she lifts me up sometimes. I mean, we get into it. I mean, that's like literally like you're gonna. There's days where you just want to say fuck you and just like but like at the end of the day, I love her. Like she pushes me and this and that. She's never been the.
She's a keeper.
She's a keeper, no, for sure. Like she's there at the shows and shit. And that's one thing I love to like just like be on stage and like look at her and just like look at her smile. I'm just like, okay, like that shit's cute. Like I'm not the type to be all like,
dude, she's your girlfriend already. You don't have to even.
Yeah, you don't have to butter it more.
You got her already, bro. You're good. You're good. She's a fucking amazing.
She's but aside from her being a girlfriend, she's a great person. Like, and that's what attracts me to her. I'm like, you're a fucking great person. Like, you're a friend to me before anything, and so I can run to you. So I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I love it. Like, I love you for that. And then, like, you're on top of you're my girlfriend. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to do what a girlfriend does. So it's like, got the best of both worlds. So it's like, and then at the end of the day, like, bro, like, if I don't hang out with her.
She better attack you when you get home or something. Like, I love you.
Yeah, I'm about to hang out with her after this, actually.
She gonna treat you like that church guy. It's gonna be on. It's gonna be on.
You know how to play the banjo.
See, and the best part about your relationship, dude, is that you could yell at her and she can't get mad because like, yo, I'm just practicing my music. Oh, God. I'm just singing right now. I'm saying, shut the fuck up. Right. That's a new.
I'm not mad at you.
That's a new shit I'm writing.
It's just the way I am. You know, I'm always like that. I yell all the fucking time.
I tried this shit out.
I said iced tea.
You just use that part.
Yeah, I just like, no, babe, I'm not yelling at you. It's my new lyrics, dude. Like,
the brand new shit. How do you like them? Do you like them? They work.
I mean the other mushroom.
So what are you working on right now, man? You just had a show, no? Well, weren't you guys supposed to have a show?
And it was just my set. Like I said, this city's very band oriented,
right?
So like my set was just everywhere. Like I was trying to perform, the mic was too loud.
It was honestly the mic. I can attest
the mic
to
was too loud. I'm just like I'm sitting there like I'm
feedback
like
and shit.
I'm like right here and I hear it loud. I'm like look, I'm like, yo, turn it down like all the way. I scream like you need to turn the gain down.
Yeah.
And like I'm like right here and like I can hear it loud. And then I'm like listening to the song play. I'm just like,
Yeah, it was.
Couldn't even hear it. I'm just like, no, like cut the set. I don't want to waste no more time. Let the next people go.
Right.
And like I let the next people go, and we just went to go fucking IHOP. And that the French toast was better than the show.
Well, fucking what IHOP.
That's usually our meeting spot after the show.
Yeah.
It's 24 hours.
Yeah, I love their fucking French toast, dude. Holy shit,
Especially when you're
Especially
high.
when you bake. Especially when you bake.
I'll give you one though. The Las Cruces IHOP has a little more variety than here. It's better.
They are IHOP experts.
We are some avid
I've
IHOP
never
connoisseurs.
This one,
We are.
yeah.
Oh,
Nah,
The syrup in this place sucks.
It's a lot better. Higher quality.
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
Real
I'm
maple.
not lying. I'm not lying.
Good luck with the coffee in this one.
look at the coffee in this one.
All right, this was really 100% made.
Nah, yeah, but what I'm working on right now is we're in the works of dropping shirts, and then I have a tape that I'm working on, 4-song tape.
Okay.
And with the tape, like I want to do more songs. I want to do different sounds. Like people are like drop that shit. So okay, man, I'm gonna give you what you want.
Yeah, I mean,
So now I'm like, you know what? I got me and my friend Chris. He came over and made a beat. I'm just like, dude, like we both looked at each other. I'm like, this is it right here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, as long as I can vocally perform on that shit, I feel like that's gonna be a good song. But like, I got about a 4-song tape, and I'm just gonna. It's because like I've been kind of silent on the music because like I've been dropping like back to back. We went to Dallas. I dropped the song after I went to Dallas and shit.
Hands on.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna drop the song and I'm gonna work on a good tape. So when I do come back, like, and that's the thing with the shows. Like I want to do, and that's what bummed me out. Like I want to go to these shows, get more fans. So like by the time I'm done with all the shows, like I got a fat ass tape. Like yo, since you guys are my fans, here's a tape. Yeah. And the tape will do great based off like how many fans. Like I said, the show I went to yesterday, I didn't get to even perform, so that was already a flop. And then we were supposed to go to Atlanta, but the dude in Atlanta is kind of like mixing dates and shit.
Those are so we had an Atlanta show at Morehouse College this weekend, but dates got mixed up. We're gonna reschedule for probably later down the next couple months and more summer show.
So like we got how many? We got the one on the 30th, and then I got some birthday.
Indie Fest. That's April 30th. That's a little festival with more bands and
and those that gets a lot of traction. So I'm like really excited for that one. And the people who are running the show, next week, huh?
Yeah, next week we have one or two. One hasn't.
We
been
got
confirmed.
the one at the birthday. It's like a birthday show. She's celebrating her birthday, and she's gonna have me perform with like another band.
You be yelling at motherfuckers at her birthday?
No, you should see him perform.
Bitch.
You should see him perform at first hand. Great performer, just top notch performer.
Yeah, and I've had people like they'll come up to me, it's like, "Yo, how long have you been doing this?" I'm like, "This is my first performance." It's like, "You look like you look and sound like you've been doing this for years." I'm like, "This was like my fucking second year doing this shit." And that's when I was like, "Bro, like I've been doing this shit for 2 years." So I'm just like, I might as well just keep pushing because like some people do this shit for like 10 years and like, don't even, you know what I mean? And it's like, and like kudos to them for like you can tell, and that's another thing. Like a lot of artists here want this shit in 2 years. I'm like, you're not gonna get it in 2 years.
Right. Yeah, you gotta pay your dues.
Yeah, and it's just like they give up after 2 years. I'm like, bro, like 2 years is like the fresh start. Like I just started. Right. I just started this shit. Like to me, yes, I've been doing this for 2 years, but I'm getting traction now. Yeah. So like to me now I just started, and I like, dude, like I love this shit. The numbers can fuck with you as an artist sometimes. Like you'll be like, damn, bro, like the song's not doing as good as the last, and you overthink. Right. But as an artist, bro, like you gotta do it because you love it. And the moment you love it, like it's not a job no more. Yeah. Exactly. And like I let it become a job because I was like doing features and shit and like paying. The people were paying me, and then literally I'm sitting in front of my laptop just like staring.
Do you have a lot of features like on your songs, or
I personally, I don't do features because I don't like to work with people who are just doing it for the name. Like, oh, he's got 4,000 on Instagram. Let me work with him. No, I would work with someone who has like 30 followers. I'm literally in the works of working with somebody who like doesn't even use his Instagram. Like, he's a talented artist. I'm like, dude, your sound is crazy. Right. I fuck with it. And like, there's people who just want like they'll come. Yeah, like there's a lot of artists in here who just like they got like 3,000 followers on Instagram. No manager, no merch, nothing. But they'll pay $1,000 to go because a lot of the artists, like rappers especially, the goals here is just to start music and pay bigger artists to get their name out there. That's it. No talent. Just like, okay, I'm gonna pay you $1,500 so I can get on a song with you. And then they pay that money. And it's like, dude, like, you got like 30 views.
No marketing.
Yeah. No marketing. No nothing. It's like, and then they give up.
Strategy behind it.
Yeah, and then they give up. And then they'll be like, people be like, bro, like, are you signed? Like, I'm like, no, bro. Like, I worked on my image before I actually made the music. People like literally in 2018 back when I was back then, they were like, bro, like, where's your music at? I was like, I don't make music yet. Right. They're like, bro, like if you would make music, I would listen to that shit. And that was my sign. I'm like, bro, I already look. My producer Chris, he was like, bro, like I used to see you in the halls, and they would be like, bro, like you're the next X, you're the next this, you're like, bro, like you remind me of this, like, bro, like if you were to make music, it'd be crazy. And me and him eventually worked, and like, dude, like we got a whole fucking Evander Grimm, he texted me a song. He was like, yo, let's like, and like he's known to like not work with people. And like I was telling people, they're like, yo, how much did you pay for that feature? I'm like, I didn't pay shit. Like he texted, like I remember I had a show and I posted it, and he was like, yo, like this reminds me of me when I was coming up, like I fuck with you, let's make a song. And I was like, I remember in my bed, I'm just like, what the fuck? I was like, this is happening right now. And I was like, I'm like in my head, I'm like, I'm not the type to like not want to pay, but I'm like, I was like wondering like how much does he want? And I told my friend Chris, and he's like, holy shit, like in high school we used to like dream about this shit, like bro, like imagine getting a song with this dude.
Right.
And was he got signed right with a.
I think so.
I think it was
right?
a 360, maybe not confirmed.
Yeah, he got signed. Like now he's like independent and shit. So that's why. Yeah. And like I remember just sending them a song, and he was like, "Dude, like this shit's so hard. Like I love this." And like I told Chris, and like my friend Chris, like he wants to be like he wants to be out there as a producer. And like when I told him that, he gets real giddy in the scene. Like now Evander's following me and my producer, and I was like, bro, like I told him, like it hit me. I'm like, bro, like this dude fucks with us for a reason. Like. The shit we're doing, obviously, like I usually get in my head, I'm like, do people even fuck with what I'm doing? But then I realize like bigger people will text me, and I was like, maybe what I'm doing is right.
Right.
And it's just like as an artist too, like you get compared a lot, and like that's another thing. Like some people compare me, like not in a bad way. They're like, oh, you remind me of this, but it's just like at the end of the day, I want to be me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like I like I like that like you can compare my music at a high level, but. Keep it to like don't be like, oh, like you could be his brother, or like you could be like, don't,
right,
you know what I mean? Like I just
you're you at the end.
I'm
of
me.
the
Yeah, I want to be me. Like you don't want to draw a painting and be like, that kind of reminds me of that. Well, I'm gonna credit it as his painting, not yours, because it looks like it's not fair.
Yeah. It's just like when they try to compare Prince to be almost as good as Michael Jackson.
That's stupid.
Right.
It shouldn't.
What the fuck? Hey, dude. What? Nah, dude. Prince is way better than Michael Jackson.
He's a huge Prince fan.
And it's just like, I swear, it's like, and especially being a black alternative artist, you can compare it to anybody with dreads, bro.
Right.
Like they'd be like, yo, you look like X. I'm like, I don't look like fucking X because I have dreads, bro. You look like Smoke Perp. You look like this. You look like. Bro, I went to Western
Trippy Red.
Oh my fucking god. Yes, bro. Yes, they call me, bro. I went to Western Playland. And all these little kids, it's Lil Pump. It's Little Pump. I was like, no, the fuck, they're not. They genuinely thought I was Little Pump at the fucking.
Should have charged them. Should have charged them.
I would have went for it.
Side shit.
And then like I'll get people DMing me like, yo, like you could look like Trippy Red. I'm like, I don't want to look like him. Yeah. Just because I have dreads and I'm mixed does not make me another fucking. Oh my god.
Right.
It's so you. I wish I could just show my.
Were you born and raised here?
No. I was born in Germany.
Germany.
Yeah.
You're a military brat.
Yeah.
people think I'm like some rich brat because of that. I'm like, bro, like no. Yeah. And it's funny that you say I am a military brat, but people think like I'm rich or some shit. I'm like, no, everything you see me, I bought everything from my own hard work.
Not a brat meaning you're rich.
No, it's just people have that outlook.
That's
people, especially for some reason in the city, like, oh, you military, oh, you got money, huh? I'm like, no.
Nah.
Motherfucker got a job.
That's
see, here in El Paso, there's a lot of motherfuckers that don't have jobs. So if you have a job, you have money.
Yeah.
No, motherfucker, I work.
Yeah, I work for my shit.
I got shit to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I have friends that they think I'm rich. I'm like, no, motherfucker,
I got a plug. I got to pay. I got a plug. I got to pay. This motherfucker. He keep me going.
I go outside.
It rains. Fucking weed.
I filled out an application. Maybe you should try to do it.
Oh shit! All right, so where could the people find you? Where can they get to download your music? Where can they go ahead and take advantage of everything you got, man?
Definitely SoundCloud. SoundCloud, SESHSPAWN, Seshspawn. That's literally where you can get all my music for free. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Spotify, I'm a little bit more limited to. A lot of people use Apple Music too, but SoundCloud is where I prioritize everything because it's a free service and I can pay for it. But definitely, like everything in the world, like on my social media, is just Seshspawn, SESHPAWN.
Okay.
Or SESHSPAWN. People honestly spell my name wrong a lot. They put Seshspawn or like Sesh, but no, it's Sesh.
Szechuan?
Yeah.
Szechuan.
I love that shit.
Yeah. And
that shit's amazing.
Yeah.
Szechuan chicken.
He's one of the missing Wu-Tang members. Szechuan.
Yeah, no, it's Seshspawn. Seshspawn. But people I don't know why they can't grasp it. I'm like, it's Seshspawn.
So where did the name come from?
Mexican.
Before we, where did the name come from?
I used to watch a lot of Inuyasha, and the dude's name is Inuyasha.
Who's that?
It's an anime.
Yeah,
my dad put me on like when I was little, and his name.
He thought you probably knows who that is.
Yeah, she
and
knows.
His name was Sesshomaru, and like he's like pretty much like not an anti-hero, but like my name is just based off you're looked at as bad for doing the right thing. And Spawn is like he's not an anti-hero, but he's yeah,
he's in the middle.
Yeah, so like I was like, you know what? I like this shit. And I literally have a fucking Spawn figurine. I was looking at it. I was like, Spawn. And then I looked at my Inuyasha poster.
He don't want to fuck you up, but he'll do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much. Like if I have to, I
that's
will.
how you could. Yeah.
And that's why I'm like Seshspawn. I'm like, this shit sounds hard. And like if people just call me Sesh, like,
Oh shit! That's a sign from your plug, guy.
Yeah.
Shit. Satan has said that you need to pay your bill.
Yeah.
Oh shit! He just
Satan's coming.
just losing shit. Hold on, now.
there we go.
There you go.
Hold on. Is it there? Do you need to tighten that shit? Yeah, if you want, just put it down for now. Just pop the mic out there. That way we can just.
There
You
you
should
I
be
mean, I
good
can
right
hold
there.
it like this. It's pretty
Yeah,
stable.
there you go.
good.
There you go, manager. Do your thing.
There you go.
Do what you're paid for, motherfucker.
Use your kung fu grip, motherfucker. He got a nice grip. Look at him.
Right. Hold the mic and hold my dick while you're at it, motherfucker.
Check out the veins.
Get that kung fu grip, bitch.
That's
I
where the
didn't
name
hit the gym
stems
for
from.
nothing.
That's where the name stems from, though. Just
So-
like being, like I said, like looked at bad for doing the right thing.
Okay.
It's been my life, literally. Like I'll do the right thing, and like
still
and
coming at you.
in this world, you could still do that. Like you could save a fucking baby from a flaming like house, and like you didn't save the house. Like the house still on fire. I'm like, why you look
Right.
at the
No.
negatives? Like people look at
Yeah, you didn't get the cat. Fuck
Yeah.
the cat.
Right, they like save the fucking like I'm telling you, you could do the best thing in the world, and then like you they
People
don't
always find
yeah
something
they
wrong
pay
with
attention to the negatives more than the positives.
Yeah, because it's easier to hate than to fucking appreciate
And
somebody.
that's one thing in the city too. Like I've had people hate on me just because I don't work with them. I
Yeah.
was like, why? Like not from an egotistical standpoint, but like why should I reach out to you and you're mad at me for not reaching out to you?
Right.
So I'm
Right.
just like, what the fuck? And it's like it's like it's not even hate. It's just like it's like ignorance. Like people
Yeah.
just like I don't like him. It's like why he didn't work with me. I'm just like,
Right.
does he make bad
That's
music?
why my name's Spawn, bitch.
Yeah, like you came in. Like, I mean, like my music's acquired taste, but you like a avid music enthusiast could like. If you enjoy music, you don't have to like the genre to say it's a good song. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like a lot of hate is just like, it's a bad song. I was like, is it really? Like, is it really? Like give me break it down. It's like, and like that's when I told myself like, if people ever hate on me, like it has to be like constructive criticism. Like if the song's bad, tell me why. Don't just say this.
If you know music, you know Prince is better than Michael Jackson. I mean,
There you go. There
yeah,
you
and
go.
I'm just
Yeah,
like,
that'll
and then
work.
tell me why. Tell me why, and it's like that's all I need.
it's Prince.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, they see that's the one thing here that people don't understand about El Paso. If somebody's doing something good,
Oh my god,
they're hated on
Yep.
without
Yep.
even knowing anything about them.
Unfortunately.
You know what I mean? And that's you see that's one of the things like with us here. We'll talk to everybody and anybody. We don't give a fuck. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because it is what it is. Dude. I'm all about everybody moving and advancing in life.
Yeah.
Because at the end
It
of the
only
day,
makes sense. I mean,
yeah. At the end of the day, I'm stronger if you're stronger. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Steel sharpens steel. So at the end of the day, that's the way it goes. But a lot of people, especially with the new generation, with the new youngins, it's easier to hate
of
Yeah.
than
course.
to like and
Yep.
appreciate it and actually have the balls to say, "Oh, that dude's pretty dope."
Yeah,
It's because
I mean,
it's like it's
exactly.
because like if they're not doing it, they don't want to appreciate someone
Yeah.
who is doing it.
Exactly.
And that's where like I could like it's funny because in this city too, like I've literally had like girls want to see me
Mm-hmm.
and their boyfriends will go and turn them around. I had a dude like,
But did you tell him you had an amazing
You
girlfriend?
had
Oh, no,
an
yeah,
amazing
yeah,
girlfriend.
yeah, it was
All
just
right, just
funny.
making
And
sure that we're
that's
giving a shout out to
That's
his amazing
another
girlfriend.
thing. It's like, why are you insecure about me? I have a whole girlfriend. Like if I wanted your girlfriend, I would have said something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
they don't
literally,
trust his girl though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, obviously.
I've had people like literally want to come see me, be like, yeah, but my boyfriend's not letting me. Like, they wouldn't tell me that, but like I've heard. Like my friend was like,
but where do they want to go see? At your house? You know what I mean? Like,
They're just
that's
trying to get
something
them free.
different. You know what I mean?
They're trying to get them free drugs.
I think I'd hate on that too, though.
no, yeah,
What do you mean you're going to go see him? What time is it?
No, and I think that's the mindset these dudes have. It's like you're going to this concert
At 2 a.m,
Right?
looking like that?
No, yeah,
What you taking a sleeping bag for?
You're gonna sleep at
Hey,
the
you
concert.
didn't
What do
need
you
a
mean?
toothbrush to go see him?
Call me when you see me. What the fuck you talking about?
Oh, shit. All
Right.
right. No, go.
No, yeah. I remember I had gotten done my performance, and like one of the people, like my friend was like, bro, like you know that person that came to see you? I was like, yeah. He was like, her boyfriend turned her around that whole set. I was like, are you serious? Because I had my shirt off and shit. I'm like, are you serious? Like,
Dude,
really?
that's some insecure shit.
Some
Very.
insecure. I'm just like, dude, like I don't want your girl. Like I
Yeah.
don't want her. Like I have a beautiful.
Just for that, you should try to.
right, like,
Piss him off.
like if
Just push him on the mud to Aaron.
You might want to prove him right. He might have a reason why. You know what I'm saying? Test it out. Never
Let's
know.
find out.
Never find out. You got to push the limits.
no, yeah,
No, don't do that. You got an amazing girlfriend.
I do, yeah.
Yeah,
I
can't
love
fuck
her.
that up.
Can't
I
fuck
know,
that
yeah,
up.
I love her. I love her to death. I love her to death. I hope
She's gonna be your future ex-wife.
There you go. That's the best guy.
I hope she
Your
sees
first
this.
ex-wife.
But future is in there. The future is in there.
It's gonna go down.
It's going down.
But it's gonna end.
She's always gonna be a part of you. So remember, so to get at you, you don't have a Facebook or
Oh, my Instagram.
So it's just Instagram?
Yeah, it's Instagram and Twitter. It's just like I said, Seshspawn, SESHSPAWN on everything. You just look up my name on Google and
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, I got him solidified on Google. You could just Google his name. All the links come out.
So,
Seshspawn.
so anybody wants to get any contact as far as for shows and all that shit, just Google your name and
Yeah,
you'll be
yeah.
there.
Yeah, I mean, even my page on my personal
I put 'em in my
Instagram is
bio.
my email
Not
and my
Seshspawn.
number. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys coming through, taking the time out your busy day to come on this little show.
Of course.
Remember, guys, Seshspawn, SESHSPAWN.
Yeah.
Right? You see,
Yeah.
I even saw
Nah.
you like, fuck.
I'm like
Yeah,
say
you,
it right,
you
say
even
it
had
right.
like the tongue out your side, like a little kid.
No
coloring
Q
and
in there.
shit.
There's no Q.
Yeah, there's no Q or
No
P.
Q,
Oh shit,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a P.
There's a P.
Yeah, so follow him on Instagram. Get on him. Google him when you want to see him. So he's got some upcoming shows. Wait for his new shit to drop. Give it a listen to.
And don't make your girlfriends turn around.
Yeah.
Fucking come on, dude.
Don't-
Yeah, I mean,
it's a
come on.
don't
It's a
even-
little, it's a little
Yeah, if you're
too
gonna
much.
turn around, don't even bring the bitch.
Yeah. She's not.
fucking easy.
If you make her turn around,
Easy
she's
as
not your bitch.
Yeah, she ain't yours. Though.
She's not yours.
Yeah. So
I'm
remember, so make sure you get some. Listen to the music. Judge for yourself. Like it or not, at least give it a listen to. The least thing you can do is just give it a chance. You might like it, you might not, and if you don't, have some constructive criticism, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, and that's the thing, I'm not forcing. Like, and that's another thing. It's like I'm not forcing you to listen, but it's my bio. I didn't force you. Like this, the funniest thing to me is like when people like, "Yo, this shit's ass." I'm like, "Okay, you commented."
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did I tell you to go to this shit and force you to like no? Dude.
Right.
So I'm just like at the end of the day, like I don't care. Like if you listen to it, you like it, you like it. If you didn't, you give me a play.
Right.
It's a win-win.
There you go. Easy as that.
There you go.
Easy as that. So listen to them. Google, Spotify, SoundCloud.
Everything. It's
Everything.
everywhere.
Everything.
Look for them at a venue near you pretty soon, hopefully. Till the next time.
Bar
Guy
mitzvah.
goes by the name of Seshspawn. It's your boy Jules, myself Cujo. Till next time, don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Deuces.